you know the deal. So, hello everybody, welcome. My name is Hector Del Curto. I'm the artistic director of the Stowe Tango Music Festival, and next to me is Jisoo Oak.
I'm Jisoo.
She's the executive director of the Stowe Tango Music Festival. And we have at the left corner, at least in my screen, one of our guest artists, Pablo Estigarribia. He's more already somebody from the house because he came quite a few years to Stowe. And he's going to be running the piano workshop and also rehearsing with the orchestra. So maybe
we should introduce.
Yeah, maybe we should start introducing each other because I don't know if any more people will come, but it's already 8:33. So let's start from the top of my screen. Huh? No, of my screen, I said. So Alex, you're in.
Hi, my name is Alex. I play bandoneon. I have the worst lighting in this meeting. So
yes, we agree. Good. Next, Francis.
Hello, I'm Francis. I live in Los Angeles and I play bandoneon.
And then we have Adele.
Oh, hi, it's bandoneon in a row. I'm Adele. I also play bandoneon, and I live in Los Angeles.
Okay. And then we have Susan. Wait, you will have to unmute yourself.
Hi.
Yes.
I play the violin and I am from Massachusetts.
Okay.
And I'm
So
happy to be coming to you this summer.
we're happy to have you. And we'll talk a little bit more about, who do you know and things like that. So we can make all the connections. But let's continue now with Holly.
Hi, I'm Holly. I play violin. I live in Baltimore, Maryland right now, but I'm actually in the middle of moving to Silver Spring, Maryland, closer to DC.
Okay.
So I'll be moving in about 5 days.
Oh, great. And then you go to the festival and you tell us all about the move. Okay. So I don't think this is your name, but let's go to Zoom user.
Oh my God, it says Zoom user. How is that possible?
Yes.
Okay, I've got a name. I promise you, I have a name. I'm
Okay.
and that name. Nice to meet you all. I'm Larissa. Larissa Friedenberg. I play piano. It's my first year, and I've
Nice to
met
meet
a
you.
couple of you on our messenger chat, which has been very nice. So
Okay. There was a chat going on already?
some of us started it. Yes.
I think Facebook Messenger.
Yes. Adele is there.
Oh, from
Christy's there.
Messenger. Okay.
And, oh yeah, I'm in Connecticut. I'm in Stamford, Connecticut.
Okay. Very good. So then we have Christy.
Hi, my name is Christy. So I think I'm like hybrid. I play piano and a little bit of bando. I live in Richmond, California.
Hi, Christy.
Hi.
And then we have Sasha. And Sasha, he just turned himself
Excited to
off.
be-
Okay.
Yeah, I pressed the wrong button as usual. That's very, that's how I play bandoneon. I press the wrong button. So it's really the one.
You have to practice more, right?
Well, this only helps like in the theoretically. But so basically, yeah, I am Sasha or Alex, and bandoneon plays me.
Great.
Okay, and as you can tell, he was in the festival before because he's wearing the same T-shirt. So there are quite a few people here that were at the festival already, and a few people that were not. So we know Alex has been there for many years, and Francis came a couple of years, and Adele also for many years. About 32 years she has been coming to the festival.
Nice. But who's counting, right?
Yeah. And we have Christy, who came to the festival as a pianist, and now she's going to be. Are you doing the piano workshop?
Yes, piano. No, last
Yeah.
year I went with the bando.
That's what I mean. Yes,
Yes.
exactly. And then we have Sasha, that also has been there for quite a few years. The festival started 8 years ago, and you know, we have many people that came for the majority of those years. So the idea of this meeting is, first of all, if you have any questions that we can answer here and will help everybody, that will be great. But also for you to meet each other, because we are going to be doing chamber groups, and perhaps you want to know who you're talking to and who is the nicest person in the room besides me, that will be that you will be working with. So how many of you already are in a chamber group? Raise your hand.
Are these pre-formed chamber groups?
Huh?
Are these
Wait.
are these chamber groups that have already been pre-formed?
No, the people that came before, so they knew each other.
Okay.
So Haney is here. So, Haney. Okay. She's also a bandoneon player.
So for the new members, so chamber groups are like very flexible. A lot of times, actually most of the times what happens is everybody come to Stowe and you start mingling and start playing music together, and then decide to work more and then perhaps perform. So it's very flexible.
Okay.
So even if you decide like, oh, let's play something of music, I have something and I want to play with so and so, even though you may verbally agree now, maybe you come to the festival and then you realize that you meet other people and you start working on something else, so it might not work out. So it's not like set in concrete, it's something that is flexible.
Yeah, so the other thing that we are doing this year, so everybody can participate and everybody has a group, is that we are limiting the amount of coaching per person, not per group, per person. So if you're in 5 groups, then you are going to be making it impossible for some of those groups to get coaching because you already are in too many groups.
But for example, pianists, you will be more than a couple of groups, obviously, because there's only 3 of you going to stay for the Tango Academy. So
Yeah.
for the second week. So for pianists, you'll be in more than 2 groups, and that's fine, as long as it's not like one pianist is in 10 groups.
Yeah,
and the
others
other
are not
pianist
in
is
there.
in one group. We just don't want like such a big imbalance in groups. Yeah, so that's why.
I think
How many?
Yeah.
Go ahead, Pablo.
I think what's most interesting about the chamber groups is the fact that you will get an experience about how it feels, what's the problems and good stuff about putting together a tango group, right? So you might even just say, okay, let's get together, have this arrangement, then you play the arrangement and it doesn't work. Okay, how do we make it better? Do we need to change anything? I think it's very interesting because it's like a glimpse of what is it like to put together a tango band.
Yeah. So, and since pianists and bandoneon players will be there from the first week, from the 8th, you will have a chance to kind of like already know what you want to work on, or you could, and then you might want to add some couple of violin players if you have a arrangement that you want to use. So yeah, it will be much more clearer once you are in Stowe. So you don't have to worry that you're not in a group right now or things like that.
One little piece of advice: if you are an arranger, bring your Sibelius or your finale, or
Finale, bring
whatever
your
it is that
finale.
you use, because
Eight-
you might have to
eight
change some
Sibelius.
stuff when you start rehearsing.
Yeah. So it's finale. Now you can bring anything that you have, any program. And we also want to tell you that this festival is so good that we have a nurse even on the Zoom meetings.
Just
So
in case anybody
that's-
feels bad.
yeah. So hello, Amy. How are you? So we did an introduction, a brief introduction saying who we are and what do we play. So you can go ahead and introduce yourself if you didn't have the chance, if you can.
I'm Amy. I play bandoneon and I'm in DC.
Nice to meet you.
Hello.
Okay.
I have a quick question. So if
Yes.
it's my first year, obviously. So if I don't have any arrangements, do I have to sit in the corner somewhere and wait to be invited? Or
No.
how does it?
This is the opportunity for you to do exactly this. You know, you put yourself in there to the group and you say, I play piano. I don't have any arrangements. If any of the chamber groups or any of the people here want to form a chamber group and they need a pianist, then
Okay.
here you are.
Yeah, you will not sit in the corner as a pianist. You're definitely.
There is a chair in the middle, so there's no corners.
I'll make sure you'll be working. Don't worry
Yeah.
about it.
Yeah.
No, I'm comfortable. I'm happy. I'm very much looking forward to this.
Great.
Hello.
So, hello, this is Lionel, and
Nice to meet you.
and you can decirles qué instrumento tocas.
I play bandoneon. I'm from Uruguay. Y soy muy malo con el inglés.
And she's
Saliendo
very
de un
bad at
ensayo en
English.
este momento.
Well, durante estas 2 semanas vas a aprender mucho inglés.
Esperemos
No
que
vas-
sí, esperemos que sí.
Sí. No otras
Disculpen
cosas, pero inglés sí.
Que no pude entrar antes porque tenía un ensayo y ahora me acordé que había que conectarse. Ya tengo
Está
mi
todo
pasaje.
bien. Solamente nos presentamos y ahora estamos viendo lo del chamber groups. So, okay. So if you don't have, Francis said, I need a chamber group and I have arrangements. So Francis, it's a good candidate for Larissa.
Hi, Francis.
Hello.
Okay, nice to meet you. Great.
Nice to meet you.
So I sent the handbook yesterday. It's I basically put together most of the information that I've been sending you by email, but I thought it would be just better to have in one place so you can like go to that email and yeah, find the information. But if there's anything missing, you can always email me and ask questions. Yeah.
So, yes, Adele.
Let's talk about that. Maybe I can ask right now because I'm going to rent a car. I can bring people from the airport. So are you arranging that for the workshop or shall I talk to Phil? Does he arrange for transportation for the workshop or only for the festival?
No, Phil is taking care of, so Phil is our volunteer who helps us to arrange car rides from airport to Stowe. It's about 50 minutes and yeah, so he will be the point person to talk to. Yeah, so I'll let him know. And do you have his email? I think it's in
Yes, I do.
yeah, I think his information is in the handbook also. So his
Okay.
email and his cell phone number is in the handbook.
So yes, if you need a ride, you're going to be riding to Phil.
Yeah, and
So that's for everybody.
yeah, I think most people's already filled up the airport pickup form. So if you haven't, you should. And I will send an email reminding everybody about that.
I
But
still don't have a ride, so I'll take your ride, Adele.
Yeah, we have a special limo for guest artists. Yeah.
I'm
oh, no.
arriving for the bandoneon workshop. Do I contact Phil for that, or
Yeah.
Yes.
So he's
okay
he's in charge of everything.
for the bando workshop? Okay,
Yeah, for all airport pickups. So yeah, it might not be him actually picking you. It might be me. It might be some other volunteer. But he's the one who's going to be the center, central person.
So we have other people that are not here today, right?
Yeah, there's
That's,
a lot of people because yes,
So
people they are not all from US. Some are from Europe and Asia, so the time is doesn't work for them.
and also it's the hearings on January 6th tonight, so many of them are listening. So anybody has any other questions? Also, yes, Francis.
are we supposed to have 4 arrangements for the festival week? Because I have 3 of them that we practiced in our, or is it 4? I have Japiju,
Yes.
the Milonguero Viejo, and Amis Viejos. So
And you're missing Milongueo de la Gel.
I didn't send it to you. Okay, thank you. I will send it right now.
Anybody else is missing that?
No.
No?
No.
Okay. So Amy, you want to ask a question?
Yeah, I'd like.
Oh.
So the thank you for all the music that you sent. So we're going to the music that you sent us, which has piano parts. Where the pianists are sharing that in the workshop and the academy, or how does it split?
Yes. So Pablo will be the one deciding which pieces are going to be played by who when we perform. But during the workshops, everybody will be learning the pieces. So yeah, Pablo, you want to say something?
Each piece has a different style, so I think it's very interesting for all of you to take a glimpse on how do you approach different tango styles. Then of course when we perform, we can't just perform the same song 3 times, so we will need to distribute that. But to get your question, we also have some solo and 2 piano things that they will only happen in the workshop, right? During the workshop, we will start taking a look at the orchestra pieces, but not the other way around.
And just to follow on that, and so that is a program that we are working on, but we can also have additional pieces, like if we are part, if let's say if I join a chamber group, there will be other music to play, right?
Yes. Yes.
But these chamber pieces will not necessarily be performed at the theater performance. You will have smaller performances all over Stowe.
Well, there will be a performance for chamber groups. Yeah. So there will be, yeah, and that is happening on Sunday.
Yeah. So for those who came before, we changed around the schedule a little bit. I don't know if you went to see on the website, but actually the competition, the bandoneon competition, is not going to be on Sunday. It's going to be on Friday. So the reason being is because we want you to be not so tired. Because on Sunday, after performing on Saturday, of course, everybody hangs out and everybody's really tired. And Sunday is just like tiring day for everybody. So we are going to do it on Friday. So also because it gives you opportunity to perform on the stage as Spruce Peak as a winner. So yeah.
Yes, Amy.
I have a couple questions.
Yes.
So the competition is going to be on stage before the concert?
No. The competition is on Friday, and Friday is it's on stage, but on Palais de Glace.
Oh, so okay. Thank you.
Not at Spruce Peak, it's at Palais de Glace.
Yeah, the winner will play at Spruce Peak, the theater.
You can lower your heart frequency now.
Yeah. So what is going to happen with the competition is that we are going to videotape the competition, and then the judges in Argentina will be judging the competition during Saturday morning, and then we will know who's the winner. Yep. So yes, Holly.
Sorry, I had to step out for a second because I was selling a sofa to someone from Craigslist for my move. So I missed a little bit. So I wanted to ask, when you pick people up from the train station, is it going to be in like a big vehicle? Because I'm bringing my bike with me on the train. Would there be room for the bike? Is that okay?
If it's a Brompton, yes.
What?
If the bike is a Brompton, then yes.
No, it's not that fancy.
Okay. I don't. What kind of bike you have? A big bike or?
Just a regular bike, like a regular road bike.
And the idea with the bike will be, well, you can ride it in town, yes.
Yeah.
But going to rehearsals every day will be impossible because we are up in the mountain.
I mean, if you're fit, you can do it.
No,
but
don't do it.
I was hoping to do a little biking around Stowe, like in my free time.
That you could do.
Yeah, it's really nice to do.
So we will. You can ride the bike from the train station. That's a really nice drive.
It will be fine. Yeah, Holly will be fine because we usually get
SUVs.
Yeah, SUVs from our sponsor.
Okay.
Just make sure that you remind us because we have a small car and
Sure.
I have a bike rack. I was gonna bring a bike as well. So if you need me to, I can always put a second bike on that if somebody needs help, because it's a 2-bike rack.
So you're coming with the car, or you're coming?
Yeah.
Me?
Yes.
Yes, I'm driving. Yeah.
Okay.
I have. It's under 6 hours drive. Not a big deal. And I was gonna bring a bike, but I have a kind of older hybrid bike, and I would love to have someone to bike with, and save me just in case we.
There you go. It's not only chamber groups forming here. So then you can find people to run. You can find people to, I don't know, rob banks. There's only one bank in there, but it doesn't have much money. Anyway, so yes.
Yes, I have a question.
Yes.
I was looking up audio references for the pieces. I couldn't find exactly the Grigita audio reference. Do you guys? I found 1942, and the score says 1940. Should I use the 1942 as a reference?
I think so. I can ask. This is from Ignacio. So, but I think I remember having the same issue. There are some differences with the two.
Okay.
But I mean, we are going to be rehearsing there as long as you know the style of Salgan and you learn the notes. Then we'll be rehearsing the pieces there, so it's not going to be a problem. But in any case, yeah.
And that was the one thing I wanted to verify if you got my email. I was planning to be there for the week of the bandoneon workshop. But for many reasons, there's a huge shortage in my hospital and they really need me to work that week.
Yeah.
So I can't come that week.
Yeah, I mean, we never heard of shortage on anything these days, so
yeah.
Hard to believe.
Yeah, totally fine. Yeah,
Okay.
so, yeah, you are. So can you come on Sunday?
I'll be there Sunday.
Okay,
It's just, yes, there's just a lot going on. Sorry.
Yeah, no problem.
Oh, look at the chat. We already got a match.
The what?
Look at the chat. We already got a match for a chamber group. There you go.
Oh, yes. And we got some requests for people to run from Christy. Christy, I will run with you, but yeah, no. Okay. Anybody has any other questions? I mean, if you're new, probably you have a lot of questions. So go ahead.
I have one more, but it's more administrative because I don't have a roommate yet. So if you'd like to throw me together with anyone, it's fine. Or if you find somebody that is compatible or is looking for a roommate, okay.
So there are people who know each other, so those people will request. But if you don't know, I just put whoever name that I think will match. But it's not just guessing. So you are welcome to switch rooms with whoever. That's not, yeah. So you can, decide on your own. And,
Well, as long as we don't have 3 people in a room and.
Yeah, no one's gonna do that.
And,
But let's say, you got to know during the piano and bandoneon week, everybody's going to stay in the house, where the festival is. There are a couple of houses that everybody's going to stay. So if you feel more comfortable with a pianist or bandoneon player that you are rooming with, then you can room with the same person in the hotel. So basically what happens is on Sunday, you will basically move from the house to the hotel.
Okay.
Yeah, so the second week from Sunday until end of the festival, you will be in the hotel. And like violin, bass player, cello players, they are going to be in the hotel the entire time.
Okay, that's actually was my question. I wasn't sure if, so we have to all move, no, regardless. The move is part of it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. And of course you will have the rights there. Yes.
I have another question for the musicians in the Tango Academy. I think I saw that there's one tango class, but if we wanted to observe some of the other dance tango classes or take them, is there any opportunity to take them, or are they in a totally different place?
It's in a different place.
Okay.
Yeah.
And we probably will be working at the same time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But we will have.
And everybody hates the dancers.
Yeah. So the thing is that sometimes there are spontaneous things that happen. Like we'll have one teacher there that we might say, oh, there are like 5 people that want to take a tango class, so let's do a tango class after dinner, for example. And that happens almost all the time. So yeah,
I would be interested in that too, because I see that it's fun. I dance tango. It sounds like Holly dances too, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty new, but I would love the chance to take some lessons if there's time, if it's possible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll definitely ask. So Alicia is coming. So
yeah,
we'll have a dancer who will give a class for musicians. Yeah. Yep.
So there are performances. Yes, there are performances for chamber groups. And yes, Jason, you said something.
I tried to correct it twice. It sticks.
Adele had some.
Yes, Adele.
When you talked about Palais de Glace, I just want to remind, especially the newcomers, that no shoes are allowed in any of the rehearsal space. So you need to bring your socks.
Oh, that's what
socks.
I forgot. I forgot in handbook.
Well, 2 things: bring socks and bring a light jacket, because sometimes in the rooms it's cold because there's a AC going on, and because of it's all wood and the temperature has to be kept. And we have a few mummies that have to be kept also intact from past festivals. But yeah, it gets a little bit cold. So bring a light jacket and socks because the floor will be cold.
So when they say no shoes, they mean no outside shoes. You can bring dancing shoes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I was cheating. I was bringing dancing sneakers for the rehearsals.
Well, in the tango kitchen, whenever we are rehearsing, there's no shoes.
Not even dancing.
Not even dancing shoes. So in the Palais de Glace, that's where you can bring shoes. The other thing is, I don't think we have any cellists in here or bass players, but you know, anything that you do, you have to protect. If you're going to have something that will scratch the floor, don't do it. You will see it's a very, very nice place, and we had to take care of it. So, yeah. Any other questions? No?
Yeah, so either additional music for the band of the week that is not the orchestra up.
Actually, yes, I will send you some material because most of the people are in the clubs and they have material already, but I will send you what we are doing. We are doing the variation club is happening. We are going to work in La Última Cita, and we are going to have a Bach piece to work on. And if you have a solo that you want to work on, that's the other thing. I know that one person said that doesn't want to work in solos is fine. If you want to work in a solo, bring it. Not more than one, unless you want to, you know, be all over the place and trying to get everything in short time. So concentrate on one piece, and we'll work on that.
Same goes for pianist. If you are working in a solo piece that you want to bring, you have questions, whatever's happening in your tango life, you can just bring it to the workshop.
Yeah. Any other questions? Do you have anything that you forgot or you want to? Okay. Okay, so I think from my side also, I think we covered everything. If we didn't, again, you can email, and it's going to be fun 2 weeks for some people, 1 week for some other people. We do work really hard, but normally what happens is that students work harder than what we ask. So we have a set time for rehearsals and workshops, but after that, people keep rehearsing, keep practicing. So that's up to you. There are rooms for practicing, and if we had too many people at the same time, then we had to manage those rooms, so you had to record the time so you can get it. But fortunately, we have at least 7 places to rehearse, 7 rooms to rehearse, at least. And there are pianos, there are electric pianos, so sometimes you're going to be using a Steinway D, sometimes you will be using a Baldwin, and sometimes you will be using a keyboard. So it's important that we all share and be respectful to each other, so don't hug the Steinway D, and let other people use it as well. Okay?
Disculpa
Sí.
que interrumpa. Hoy envié un mail porque me dieron justamente hoy el pasaje aéreo desde Seiza a la terminal de Vermont.
Sí.
No sé si les llegó el mail para que me puedan pasar a buscar.
Sí, el problema es que sacaste el pasaje un día después, para llegar un día después e irte un día después.
¿Generó un problema eso?
Pero el problema es de si te quedas un día después que no tenés hotel. Entonces, ¿cómo va a pasar eso? Si
fue una opción que encontré económica, ese fue el asunto, porque el Ministerio de Cultura demoró en aceptarme, bueno, el dinero para el pasaje. Entonces, cuando fui a sacar el pasaje, me dieron esa opción económica, pues si sacaba antes o después, yo no llegaba al número, digamos. Sí, sucedió eso.
vamos a ver qué se puede hacer. No te podemos prometer nada, pero lo que hay que solucionar es ese día después. O sea, el día que te
Ah,
queda.
entiendo.
Vas a llegar
Entiendo.
un día tarde, pero bueno, está todo bien. No pasa nada con eso.
Perfecto.
Yo-
Gracias.
Ok, acá hay gente que dice que conocen Airbnbs en Stowe si necesitas uno. Vamos a tratar de solucionarlo, vamos a ver cómo se puede hacer. Ok. So thank you, Holly, for the recommendation. And yeah, ¿tenés alguna otra pregunta, Lionel?
No, por ahora no se me ocurre. No, está bien por ahora después talleres, algo que se me puede ocurrir es, ¿se pueden dar talleres o uno recibe talleres o ambas cosas van en funcionamiento?
No, se reciben talleres, no se
Se
dan
reciben talleres.
en el futuro podemos hablar, pero ahora esto es el festival.
Es recibir del festival. Perfecto. Gracias.
No hay por qué.
Sí.
So, everybody, it's 9:08. So I think we had a really good meeting. I'm happy that we got some new chamber groups. And if you need more musicians, remember that there are more musicians that were not here today. So check them out. You can always find some things on YouTube about different musicians. Email them. Feel free to email each other and keep working on it. And if you end up not having any chamber group, let us know and we'll try to solve it. But take your time to research, so we don't have to try to put everything together. Okay. So that's a wrap for tonight. Thank you everybody for coming. We will see you in Stowe on August 8th, some of you, August 13, 14, the rest of you. So have a good month. It's a little bit less than a month already. So, and we'll see you soon. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Nice to meet you all. Bye.
Bye-bye.